Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again, and I was trying to make a YouTube video last night and in the afternoon, but my computer fan has been so fucking loud for some unknown reason. So I think the best time for me to make YouTube videos is in the morning. Like now it's actually 3 or 4 in the morning because I turn my computer off at night and or I put it in sleep mode, and then when it comes out of sleep mode it's very quiet, like right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm pretty sure you can still hear it, but fucking oh well. The only thing left for me to do, I already took out the whole thing and cleaned it, is just get a new CPU fan, I guess. But anyway, this is a video kind of tailored to newer players of Path of Exile and even some older players as well. So the reason why I'm really making this video is I've finally gotten to play all 3 of the different types of effective life builds. I don't even know what to call them. So for people who don't know what I'm talking about, in Path of Exile you have 3 different sources of life that you could play. I know it's really weird. There are 2 sources. You have life, you have energy shield, and then you have hybrid characters. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain a little bit about, I guess, the pros and cons between each one. So first off, straight up life. Life, obviously you see actually there's even mana, because you can get mind over matter, so I guess there is 3 different types. But anyway, just explaining these basic ones. Life would be standard. You take damage from everything. It's very easy to scale your life regeneration because it's just life that you're worrying about. There isn't really anything else that you're doing. All of your flasks, of course, work for your life, which is also a great plus. Now, if you want to change the build-up so you're getting bored of life, you can go CI, which is Chaos Inoculation, which is right here, which makes your maximum life become 1. You could become immune to chaos damage, and then over here you would get a multiplier of energy shield for 15% more, which is, like I said, a multiplier. And then you can scale your entire character off of energy shield, which is typically for more expensive builds, but that's not necessarily always true. It's just it's a bit more difficult to find your gear now, because most gear comes, with the implicit of, not the implicit, sorry, it can always roll life. But when you use energy shield gear, only energy shield pieces can roll energy shield, unless maybe some uniques, but they can still roll life, which you don't need anymore. So it becomes a bit more difficult to find your gear. But at the same time, you have energy shield nodes all across your tree that you can pick up, just like with life. Now, the pros and cons between life and energy shield would be, with energy shield, you can get a higher effective life pool, typically for less currency. So you'd have a higher burst, but it's a lot more harder to sustain. For example, you cannot get energy regeneration unless you pick up something called Zealot's Oath, which converts your life regeneration to energy shield, which is out of the way for a couple builds. Some other things that you would need is, if you want to get leech life, you would have to get Ghost Reaver to apply the leech to your energy shield instead of your life pool. So there are some things you still have to pick up and whatnot. Now, of course, every build has its own perks and each one can do its own thing. One other thing to note is that, unlike life, how life regens in combats, energy shield does not regenerate in combat. Energy shield only regenerates after combat is finished. Sorry, not combat, after you have stopped taking damage for a certain amount of time. Now, there are nodes as well that can help you with that. For example, Essence Surge, 40% faster start of energy shield recharge. Or you can use something like Vol Discipline, which is a Vol skill that will immediately kick in and immediately give you a bunch of energy shield. And for example, if you read the bottom effect, you and your nearby allies, your energy shield recharges are not delayed by damage. So this is a really good filler to use. Like, say you're hitting low energy shield, you pop it, you go right back up to full because you can heal in combat. It scales you with 800 and just boom. So, like I said, it's very diverse with what you can do in this game. Then the one scary thing about energy shield as well is it's typically harder to scale armor and evasion with energy shield. I'm not saying it's impossible. There are many builds that do it. Whereas life, it's a lot easier because energy shield, you're typically trying to craft your highest energy shield pieces, whereas with an armor chest piece or something, your max life roll is 106. Whereas energy shield, it goes upwards of 6, 7, 800. I don't know exactly how high the numerics are these days. And it's a lot harder to find a hybrid piece with the stats you're looking for. because remember, you're looking for the base. So on my chess piece, for example, the base is energy shield, then the bottom row would be life. If I was looking for a life chess piece, it already gives 89 life and tri-res. I would just look for like an armor roll or something else. So here I'm looking for the implicit. With a life roll, you're looking for an explicit, which is also kind of different. One other thing to note is when you pick up CI, so say my life right now is 2.7k, I would probably spec out of my life node since there's not much of a use for it. I'd alter the build a bit. But on the flip side, all of the status effects, and I think even stuns and whatnot, are based off of your life. Not your current life, but your total effective life pool. So my maximum life would become 1. But I guess just going off of my base life, say I'd maybe have like 800 to 1k, 1.5k, I would still be getting frozen, shock stacked, and stunned based off of having that threshold of HP, which means the freezes on you are going to be like 4+ seconds. The stuns are going to be out of this world, and the shock stacks are going to last for like 10 seconds. So it's kind of an alternate playstyle that you need to adapt to, if that kind of makes sense. Which also makes the game so neat and this can be done. I'm not saying every character can go CI, every character can go life, and every character can go hybrid, and every character can go into Eldritch Battery, Mind Over Matter, which is another thing I haven't gotten into yet. But a lot of builds have multiple options for applying these. There's also one other type of mitigation, which I guess is a bit more advanced, which is converting your damage that you take, converting physical damage into elemental damage, which is applied through uniques such as Lightning Coil. That's something else. It's, like I said, it's a bit more advanced. So another thing to go into is hybrid. A hybrid character... Oh, sorry, actually one other thing I completely forgot about CI. It makes you immune to chaos damage. Chaos damage bypasses energy shield and hits you right to your life pool. So since you have 1 life, pretty much have to become immune to chaos damage unless you're trying to dodge everything with chaos damage, which is not going to happen. So let's go into a little bit about hybrid characters. Hybrids can either be very expensive to build or very cheap. Since most people do not play hybrid and they play Eldritch Battery builds with Mind Over Matter, hybrids kind of look at it both ways. So typically people would take their energy shield and convert it to mana with Eldritch Battery, and then after they convert all their energy shield to mana, they'll use Mind Over Matter, which when hit 30% of damage taken, it hits your mana pool before your life pool. Chaos damage, degeneration effects bypass this effect. However, there's a chess piece called Cloak of Defiance, which converts 40% of the damage you take rather than 30%, and you don't even have to come down here. So you could be completely up here at the left side of the tree and still have this passive at 40% using the chess piece. So like I said, hybrid builds kind of get the best of both worlds. They have a crazy high effective life pool. I mean, at 72, I'm sitting on near 7k life, and my gear is pretty good, but it could be much better for a hybrid character. And I still have melding to pick up. I've got the hybrid cluster here. I've got an ES node here, and then I'm going to probably grab the whole Silent Life wheel, or possibly some other stuff. So I'm looking at like 9k plus effective life. So just going on my character a little bit, with a hybrid character, you get the best of potions, so you can still use potions. You still have a nice energy shield buffer, but you sacrifice the fact that when your energy shield is not up, you're going to take extreme amounts of damage to your life pool, which you have to be very careful about. But when you play a summoner, you're not typically taking damage to your life pool. It's mainly your summons that are absorbing all the hits. So you can kind of stay passive. And like I said, anytime my energy shield gets low or I feel in danger, I just hit Vault Discipline because it only costs like 36 souls, and then immediately refreshes my energy shield and just tops it up to full. The one biggest threat with this character, or playing a build like this, would be chaos damage. Chaos damage will bypass the energy shield and hit the life pool, so you really have to be careful about your chaos resistance. Of course, mine's not very good. This is normal difficulty and whatnot. But that's pretty much all I really wanted to go into. Was explaining the different types of effective life, I guess you could say. I don't know what to call it. Different types of defensive. I don't even know. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. But that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. And I hope the computer fan wasn't too loud. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do about it, but we'll see what we can do. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And if you enjoyed the video, remember you can always catch me streaming at twitch.tv/Pohx, located down below right here. Or you can follow me on my Twitter at twitter.com/pohxx to know when I go live. And if you enjoy the video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. With that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.